It is Vlogtober day number 3, and I'm probably going to put day 3 and 4 together like I did last time. All is quiet here. We've got Mummy's doggy here, Winnie. Bilbo's a bit put out and he's sulking in his chair over there. I'm just putting out a video of, it's only a short one, how long is it? I think it's about 13 minutes of my trip to Yorkshire at the weekend. So there is just a tiny bit of Yorkshire and lots of coffees and me walking around Yarndale, just a tiny bit. And I've got quite a lot more vloggage from Yorkshire. We took quite a bit because we had quite a few walks out, and I've got to put that into it. It's just finding the time when you're doing Vlogtober as well, but I'll get there eventually. I did contemplate whether to carry on with this, like I said in the last vlog, but things have got a little bit worse with Mum. We were called, I visited yesterday and I was quite shocked that she had deteriorated from when she was put in a bed from A&E. She seemed to be picking up, but when I went yesterday she was very poorly. And then I left her because she was having a nice sleep, and I was called up to the hospital again about 8 o'clock saying that I should be there really, and she declined quite rapidly. She's got a very bad infection. So I've contemplated whether to carry on because I don't want people to think I'm looking for sympathy. I also don't want these vlogs to be doom and gloom, but it's actually helping me to keep focused on doing something, so that's good. And whilst that's still continuing, I think I'm happy to continue doing this. I just don't want it to be a sad place for you to come. I'll try and fill it with happy things, but just know that there are things going on in the background. So if I'm not looking quite myself, it's because I'm heartbroken really. So I'll not talk about it too much because I'll probably start crying on you, and that will not be good for any of us. But I'm back up today, so she would have had a whole lot of antibiotics working on her. So please, any prayers that you've got, please say them for myself, not myself, my mum foremost, and for us to hopefully just get her home well enough to come home at least, and then we'll see where we are from there. But yeah, I'll not keep going on about it in the background, but just know if there's a couple of days that I'm have to put together, or if I'm missing one day, you'll know why. Or if I'm not mentioning it, or I look a bit gloomy, there's things going on in the background, but I don't want to burden everybody with my woes. But yeah, like I said last time, these are daily vlogs, and they are part of it. Hopefully I can fill it with lots of happiness as well. In between the heartache, there's always happy, isn't there? So yeah, visit to the hospital today. Winnie is not being the best behaved doggy, but I'm guessing that he's probably quite stressed. But my son's home this weekend, so he's going to take him for a couple of nights, which is good. Getting an arm ache. So, what else are we doing today? Not a lot. I've got to do lots of washing. I still haven't done a food shop, so I really need to carve out a bit of time to sit down and do that. I should go to the supermarket really, but I'm very lazy with shopping. I just like to do it online. Yeah, like I said, I just want to carry on because I think it keeps you going, doesn't it, when you're doing things like this? Because the time that I had yesterday morning before I went to the hospital, I sat here and I was putting together the vlogs, and it was a really nice distraction, so doing it for myself as well. And yeah, if I hadn't been doing this all these years, I wouldn't have had these friends that have really kept me going these last couple of months. They know who they are. They've been fabulous. Yeah, I would have been lost without them. Right, so I'm going to carry on, get this one. This is a little, like I said, trip to Yarndale. This will be going out onto Patreon first for my Patreon members, and then I think you'll be probably getting it sort of, where are we? Are we Thursday today or Friday? Oh God, honestly, I think we're Friday, aren't we? Probably getting it Sunday. But don't get too excited, it's not very long. But I do have some more to come. I just, yeah, it takes so slow at the moment to upload things to my computer. I don't know why. It's probably giving up, a bit like me. It's a bit slow. Right, so I wanted to ask you all a question. What are you all having for tea? I know that sounds like a really boring question, but if you let me know what you're having for tea in the comments. Because I'm really running out of really nice ideas for teas. So if there's something that you're having tonight that you really like to have, let me know. Let me know if there's a recipe. Yeah, I'd love to know what people are eating for tea. Getting new ideas, isn't it? And there was something else I wanted to say. What was it? Oh, thank you all so much for your comments. When I got home yesterday and I see all the comments, I was just shell-shocked. So I have love-hearted them for now, but when I get a bit of time, I'll go behind and try to reply to them all. And I've also had some new subscribers. I don't know where they've come from. So thank you so much. It's wonderful to have you here. And yeah, like I've said before, if you don't like the sad bits, just fast forward to the happy bits. It is mostly happy. Yeah, that was it. So I will hopefully get to be picking up the camera again a bit later if there's anything to share. But there might be a bit more tomorrow. It's Saturday tomorrow, so I just don't know what the days are going to hold from one day to the next at the moment, so I don't make any plans. But I might be able to get out and about a bit tomorrow. Right, that's 7 minutes of waffle. Oh, also, I need to go upstairs to see if my printer's working because... yeah, I've got it on my tablet. I've just got the Traveller's Shell cardigan pattern ready, but I can't, Mr. B's printer's not working. I don't think mine is either, so I need to go up and do that. I'm saying that here now so that when I edit it later and look at it, it reminds me. Lots of love. Hello. Ooh, the state of my hair. It is 11:15 and I'm just on my way up to the hospital. I just wanted to say that there's a bit before this where I'm sat on the sofa having a chat with you. That had to be heavily edited because there was so many and that drives me potty to actually sit back in and watch that when I'm editing it, so it must drive you potty. So I had to edit a lot of the ums out, although a few of them stayed in because quite honestly if I'd have edited the whole lot out there wouldn't be any conversation. I think I sometimes do that when I haven't vlogged for a while and I forget to not and sometimes when you're a bit nervous you kind of pop them in without knowing it. I've probably put a few in here and don't know it now until I sit down and edit later. So I'm sorry about that. hopefully the flashy transitions that you use to edit my videos don't annoy you as much as what the ums would have. They didn't annoy me quite so much, so hopefully they don't annoy you as much. So yeah, where are we at? It is 11:15. Ooh, radio on. And I'm just heading up to the hospital. So this is never a nice drive. I don't like driving to this hospital. It's in a main town and it's right at the other side of the town, if you know what I mean. You have to drive through the town to get to it, so it's not pleasant. It takes about 45 minutes there. And I'm quite, even though I've been quite good lately with getting about and getting to yarn shows and things like that, I'm still a very nervous driver, so don't enjoy it. So I do get a bit nervous about it, but it's got to be done. I'm just at Mum's. I've got her new dressing gown, some new clean pyjamas, things like that. So she's well stocked up. So yeah, off we go. Unfortunately, I don't have a camera to show you where I'm going, so that's a shame, but it's not a pretty sight anyway through the town. So I'll speak to you later. Instead of saying ums, I'm probably going to say so a lot now. So I'll see you. So I'll get better as the days go on and I get back into the swing of vlogging. I'll be more conscious of not saying the ohs and ums and so. Speak to you later. Waste of time doing the hair today. What a storm! Ooh. It is Saturday afternoon here and I'm just back from the hospital. I've got myself a lovely coffee because I need my friend near me. Yeah, I feel like she's giving me a hug when I use this mug. So yeah, we're just home. Mr. B has been a very kind husband and put the fire on for me. And I'm just going to sit down and put this vlog together. Hopefully it won't take me too long. I've got my hot water bottle as well because I just want to get cosy. But the plans today was to pop out this morning, which I did do with Mr. B and Bilbo. We went to a garden centre and then we went to the new craft shop that, well, it's not new, it's been there for ages, but I didn't know it was there. It's not far down the road. So I found a lovely new shop that I can go to fulfill my crafty needs for gifting. And also there's a lovely coffee shop there and it's just nice. I've got somewhere to go for coffee now. So we've done that this morning and then I went to the hospital with my son Alistair and Evelyn, and the plan was to go with them. They were going to stop for an hour and then I was going to come home. Mr. B was going to pick me up. But when we got there, honestly, this drama, it's just like it's not happening to me, it's happening to somebody else, or I'm watching it on the television. When I got there, she said, "Oh, has your mum not phoned you?" And I said, "No," but I said she's not really capable of using the phone because she's that poorly. She said, "Oh," she said she reeled off something and I didn't understand it first. And I said, "Sorry," and she said she's got COVID. So she's now got COVID on top of everything else that's going on. So we could visit, but we had to put the PPI on, so we did. But I didn't stay for long because I've got asthma anyway and I can't stand, I'm alright with those masks on for a little while, but I can't stand them on for too long. I just feel like I can't breathe. Because I was just going to sit there and knit until 5, like yesterday. Sorry, nearly knocked my coffee out of my hands. Yesterday I stopped from like 12:30 to 5:30. Just knitting and being with her. Even if she was asleep, I was just with her. It was nice. But yeah, I couldn't do that for more than 2 hours with that mask on today. So I'm home a bit earlier. I don't think Mum wanted us there anyway, you know. But even though she's got this, she seemed a bit brighter today. Not brighter, but more chatty. And the nurse feels quite optimistic that now they know what kind of infection it is. I mean, why they don't do that as standard when you first go in, I don't know. Now that they know that she has COVID, they can target the COVID with a different antibiotic, so they hope to get her better. So yes, that's where we are at the moment. I mean, that's not all that's going on. She had a really life-threatening condition. That's why I took her in. She was getting very confused, so she had a very bad infection, and I'm glad I took her in because of that. It could have been very dangerous to have left her. And they always say that about 10 days after the chemo is when you're like at a low to catch anything. And so I don't know if she caught the COVID when we were in the A&E waiting room. I have no idea. I'm a bit upset really because the consultant said to us if she ever gets so poorly again after a chemo, then you shouldn't have to go to A&E, you should be able to bypass that. And I did phone the oncology assessment unit and they said, what did they say? Yeah, bring her in, we'll assess her here, find out what's going on, run a few tests. But on the way to the hospital they phoned me and said, no, because what you're describing, the confused state, she needs to go to A&E. I feel like a terrible daughter now because I feel like maybe I should have taken a different route, you know, done something else. I don't know. You never know what to do for the best. and I'm an only child, so I have to kind of make all the decisions. I don't have a brother or sister that I can go to and to say, what do you think? So yeah, that's where we're at. However, I did get, where's my knitting? Hold on. Bilbo is now trying to get out. What are you trying to do? Oh. I hope you can't see my backside. Just tried to get it and he nearly knocked me over. Right, can you please sit down? Goodness me. Oh, it's not even here. Oh, it's over there. I'll do it in a minute. I'll show you how far I got. I started the bobble bits to the shawl. Well, I don't know if the camera will really pick that up, but that's how far I got with the shawl yesterday. No licking. So yeah, hopefully I can get this together and it makes good watching. It probably doesn't. And I will see you again. This works better, putting 2 days together, so I will probably see you again on Monday. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a good day. And it's, yeah, goodbye from me and Bilbo for now. I hope I didn't say too many ums. I forgot about that. I bet I have. If I've said too many ums, I'm not going back to edit it. I cannot be bothered. So I apologise if I did. I'm going to be so cross with myself if I do the editing and see I have. But I have. It's just a habit you get into. What else am I doing today? I'm going to sit and watch some telly and maybe a few Vlogtobers. But I found oh gosh, I found an episode on Netflix called Life Begins. It's really old apparently. It was out years ago with Caroline Quentin in it, and who was the other lady? Can't remember now, but it's very good anyway, and I'm really enjoying it. It's like one of those things that you keep, when you get to the end of the episode, you don't want to go to bed because you want to watch just one more, that kind of episode. So I'm gonna sit and watch a bit of that whilst I edit. And this evening I have pie and mash from the shop because I don't have time to make my own pastry and pie at the moment. So yeah, hope you have a wonderful evening and I will see you on Monday.